Hey everyone, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and today we've got a sound system demo of the 2020 Honda CR-V. This is the touring model, top trim with the 9-speaker, 330-watt audio system. This doesn't have any special branding, no Bose, no Harman. This is just from Honda, and this is the best they have to offer with the CR-V. So this is going to be a comprehensive review of the sound system. We're going to go through, check out the system. We're going to listen to some sample track static, go out on the road, listen to those sounds on the road. I'll give you my final impressions at the end. Now, as always, we've got a USB stick with uncompressed WAV audio files plugged directly into the stereo. And I've got high quality binaural microphones in both of my ears to give you guys the most realistic experience you can get on YouTube. The Honda system's pretty straightforward. We always start these sound system tests with our sound settings set at factory defaults. So with Honda, you've got bass, and mid-range, as well as treble. You got a fourth setting as well in here. You go to this side, you got your standard front, rear, left, right, fader, and balance, but then you also have a separate subwoofer setting here. You can put it all the way up. You get kind of a different kind of bass. Or take it out if that's not what you're looking for. We'll do this test with the default settings for now. In terms of audio inputs, pretty standard fare on the CR-V as well. You got your Sirius, XM, FM, AM, USB, 2 slots right here, iPod support, Bluetooth, you got Pandora radio built in, that's nice. So what are you missing? You're missing a 3.5mm input jack auxiliary that not many cars are coming with these days, and you're also not getting a CD player. Not too common to see those on 2020 vehicles either. So let's hop out real quick, take a look at the vehicle, and count speaker grills. So this is Honda's compact crossover offering. It's going to compete with Toyota's RAV4, Mazda CX-5, Hyundai's Santa Fe, Kia Sportage, Chevy Equinox, Ford Escape. It's a big segment. A lot of people interested in these vehicles. If you want to look at the full review, we'll be putting that out soon. We'll put the link in the description. So counting speakers here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and number 9, once this opens up, right back here. The one thing that kind of surprised me when looking through speakers here is if you look way up top, that looks like a speaker, doesn't it? It's got a speaker grill. Looks like it should be a center mounted speaker, but it's not. If I restart this track here, I'm gonna actually take the microphones out of my ear and put them up there, and you'll see there's no sound coming out. So that's kind of strange that they've got what looks to be a center speaker there, but no sound coming out. So you don't really get any of that surround sound experience that a lot of other systems provide these days. Audio controls in the CR-V. You've got a nice volume knob right there, which is a welcome improvement over some Hondas from kind of about 2016 to 2019 or so. Then you've also got volume control right here on the wheel. Track control back and forth on the wheel right here, even though it's not completely obvious. And then track control from the touchscreen here as well. All right, let's take a listen to a few tracks and then get on the road. Let's start it up and get on the road. Music cuts out when you start the car. A little pet peeve of mine. It takes quite a while to get back going again. There we are. Turn the music down and let you hear what this car sounds like at 70 miles per hour. It's actually quite well isolated. It's not too much wind noise coming through. Tire noise is pretty typical for the class. And the engine quiets down quite a bit. We're cruising at 70 miles per hour and hovering around just above 2,000 RPM. So let's listen to another track or two and wrap things up. So what do I think of the 9-speaker system in the top-level trim CR-V? It's messy. If I had to sum it up in one word, messy. And this is a big disappointment for me because every single Honda that I drive has a bad stereo system. Doesn't matter if it's the Insight, the Civic, Pilot, Ridgeline. I've driven every single Honda, and every one has a weak sauce audio system. And it's really a shame because I like Hondas. I think they drive really nicely. I think they're nicely equipped, reliable, well priced, but they're always a letdown in their audio systems. Not only is the sound system not very clear, it doesn't sound very great, not very powerful, but their infotainment systems are messy as well. This thing is laggy. You press and it takes a while for things to load up and respond. The controls are clunky. It looks dated. You compare this to something from even GM or Hyundai, any other manufacturer. Stick in a manufacturer and they've probably got a better infotainment system than Honda. Let's go to the map real quick. The map actually doesn't look too bad. Now I know in the new Odyssey they've got a better display audio system and it works decently, the infotainment. Still not as good as some of the other manufacturers, but it's better than what's here in the CR-V. Look at this. I'm trying to double tap to get back to a different song. You've seen me trying to change the previous song for a while now. Now going back to the audio quality. I think, if I remember correctly, this song will sum it up nicely. When all of the instruments come in and it gets kind of loud, everything's just going to sound mushed together. It's almost as if you're listening to like a recording of whatever song that you have plugged in here and then piped through the Honda speakers. It can't be more than, it's probably just 2 channels, honestly. And the speakers themselves don't seem that bad. It just seems like poor mixing. Because when you adjust the sound settings a bit, bring up the subwoofer, bring down the mid-range, bring up the treble just a little bit, it sounds a little bit better. But take a listen here. Hear those? Every 4 beats, there's that right there. That comes through way loud into your ears. And everything just sounds like the top ends are cut off, the low ends are cut off, and it's just blasting through in this sort of muddled mid-range sound. Now I'm going to go up here to the menu, sound. I'm going to turn bass up 2, mid-range down, treble up 1, go over to the subwoofer, turn that up 3. If I can get there. Come on. Alright. Now we're going to listen to the same drop set like this. Now it's still not great, but you hear how that low bass sound is coming through a lot fuller now. There's a little less mess right in the middle of the audio. So it's just really a shame that Honda can't get someone to mix their audio a little bit better, add in a few more channels, have things sound better, especially when you're talking about a top level trim here. We're not talking about an entry level Honda Fit or a Civic or something. I mean, this is a pretty nice car. You've got fake wood grain, nice leather, safety features. People are going to be taking this on long trips, driving it daily. Why not pair it with a really good, powerful audio system? Anyway, hope you guys were able to get a pretty accurate representation of the CR-V audio system in here. I'm sorry to Honda for having to tear it apart a bit. It's just, it's personally frustrating to me because I like so many of their vehicles. I've taken road trips in many different, Insight, the Civic, what else, the Passport, driven that around quite a bit. And I just know as soon as I'm planning a trip in a Honda that I'm not going to be able to enjoy listening to my music. But anyway, if you guys liked the video, hit that subscribe button. It helps us out a bunch. Check out our other audio reviews. Check out the full review on the CR-V. There's a lot of good in it, despite its poor audio system. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on. Whoops, almost forgot to give a rating for the sound system in the CR-V. If we're going to give a number rating to the CR-V sound system, it'd probably be about a 4.5, maybe even a 4. It's just really not that great and doesn't really have anything special about it. It is nice that it has a subwoofer, the speaker count is good, but you've got no surround abilities. It's pretty messy and muddled, as I was kind of showing you. The infotainment's not very good, controls aren't very intuitive, and it doesn't have any sort of special or unique functions about it. So I'd say about a 4, holistically, maybe in its class, 4.5.